lessons. So usually lessons are ready-made lesson plans and lessons. Anybody across the globe can use them very nicely. And there are no difficulties at all. So we are going to use them today, and we are going to learn how to write a friendly letter. So ready, guys? Should we move forward? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, right. So before we move to start our lesson, I would request you guys to tell me, what are we going to do today? Could you please just say something about our today's lesson? This is written here.
We will write a friendly letter to our friend.
Okay. Hamid Mehdi Saab, if you could tell me, what are we going to do tonight?
Well, to my understanding, we are going to write something which might happen to us, and we want to inform our friend who might be far from me. So that could be a situation where I could write something about my surroundings, or about my something which happened, or something which I want to inform my friend who is far away from me right now. So in a very friendly and in a very casual way, which I believe.
That's brilliant. Okay, Hizbuddin, could you please just tell me, what are we going to do today?
Yes, sir. We will write a friendly letter.
Okay.
That's of course really important for us. And the friendly letters have importance because we all have friends, and we need to know it and write it, and we should,
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so my question is, how do you inform your friends or relatives or anybody in your family about anything that happened to you at school? So how do you normally inform them? Hamid Mehdi, yes, please.
Well, it depends. When I was in school, we had only one thing, that is to write a letter, right? But if we take the example of today, where we have so many platforms, so many sources like social media, like WhatsApp, like Facebook, like so many things, like mobile phones, so we can tell our friends, family members, and to around the world who are sitting or listening, or are connected with us from the very far part of this world. So we can use different kinds of communication to inform them in today's scenario.
Okay, lovely. So yes, Nasib Agha, how could you inform your friends or family members about anything funny that happened to you at school? Yes, please unmute your mic. Nasib Agha, please unmute your mic.
I did, sir.
Okay, fine, good.
Sir, we always write a letter to our friends about their when they are far from us, then we write letter to him, and asking about their life, and knowing about their lifestyle. So we write a letter to our friends.
Okay, good. So you write a letter?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. So let's move to our today's unit, today's lesson, that is about writing a friendly letter, and let's give it a start. So here we go. We are going to write a friendly letter. So I wonder if Hizbuddin could just read this for me. What is a friendly letter? I'm going to highlight this, and Hizbuddin is interested to just read this. What is a friendly
Yeah.
letter?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A friendly letter is a return message to a friend or a family member. Right, sir.
Okay, great. Nasib Agha, if you could tell me what is a friendly letter?
A letter is a written message to a friend or a family member.
Okay, great. And Amit Mehdi Saab, you're requested to just say something about a friendly letter, and please unmute your mic.
Okay. Yeah, a friendly letter is a written message to a friend or family member in a, I would say in a casual way
Mhm.
to convey your message to your friend.
Okay, good. So we have the definition of this friendly letter or today's topic on the top. And now we will move towards the next part. A friendly letter has 5 parts. The first is date, the second is greeting, the third is body, the fourth is closing, and the fifth and the last is signature. So a friendly letter has 5 parts. Nasib Agha, what is the first part?
The first part is the date is the date.
Okay,
The
great.
date, day and month should be written on the top of your page.
Okay, fine, good. Yes, Hizbuddin, what is the second part of a friendly letter?
Yes, sir. A greeting is a way of saying hello. A common,
No,
sir,
just
please,
okay,
if you
it's
zoom it.
fine. Just name it. Just tell the name. Just name it. I have highlighted it.
Greeting, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
great.
greeting.
Hamid Mehdi Saab, what
Greeting.
is the third part?
Well, the third part is the body contains the message of the letter.
Oh, okay.
And it is what you want to tell to the person. Indent the first sentence.
Okay, it's
And the
fine.
examples are
Just
given.
name. Okay,
Okay.
it's okay. It's just
Okay.
name.
Okay.
And if Shabana Ashraf can listen me, can hear to me. So she's requested to tell me this part of the friendly letter, the fourth one. Can you hear me,
The
Shabana?
closing is the letter. The closing is a way to end the letter.
Okay, great. And the fifth and the last part is the signature. I would say that myself. Okay, right. So let's move to to just say something about the different parts. Okay, so the first part is the date. The date is month, year, or day. The letter is written. For example, we write it like this. I will just use pen. We use it like this. This is how we write it. May 18, 2007 is one way writing the date. And then goes the second part, that is the greeting. A greeting is a way of saying hello. But we need to keep something about the greeting in our minds. We have to capitalize the first letter of the greeting part, that is dear. We started with dear. And we also capitalize the first letter to whom we are writing, dear mom. Taking care of capitalization is more important. Or sometimes we write to our friends, dear Jim. So the first letters are capitalized, okay? And then we say hello, assalamu alaikum, or something else. The
Fine.
second part is the body. The body contains the message of the letter. It is what you want to tell the person. So, for example, normally we ask them, how are they doing? We ask about their life, their health, and other activities. Tell them how you are doing. Then we also sometimes tell about ourselves. That is the body part. And tell them about what you want to share with them. We ask about themselves, we tell about ourselves, and the third is we tell them about what we want to share with them. So this is the third part, which is called the body of a friendly letter. Okay, we move towards the closing. This is the closing part. The fourth one, the closing is a way to end the letter. Closing, as closing means we end the letter. There is a comma after the end. Now look, in the last, we often end our letter with these closing words: sincerely. Sometimes we write your friend, sometimes we write love. So whatever we end our letter with is always capitalized, number one. Number two, it is followed by a comma. Comma is very important. Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Okay, and then we
Yeah, yeah.
move towards the last part, that is the signature. Signature is the written name of the person who wrote the letter. For example, Amanda. If Nasib Agha is writing the letter, so he will write Nasib Agha. If his Badin is writing, he would definitely write his name, his Badin. That is the signature part and the last part of any friendly letter. So I would just name them again. The first part is date, the second greeting, the third, the body, and the fourth closing, the fifth signature. So yes, I would love Shabana Ashraf, ma'am, if you could name these all parts of any letter.
Parts of a letters are the date, the first thing, and the second one is greeting. The third one is body. The fourth one is closing, the way of the closing, and the fifth one is signature.
Okay, great. Yes, Nasib Agha, I wonder if you could just say these names.
Yeah, of course. The first one is day. The second one is greeting. The third one is the body of a letter. The fourth one is closing way of your letter, and the fifth and the last one is the signature.
Great. Yes, Amit Mehdi, could you just explain one part of a friendly letter? Okay, let's suppose say date. Could you please explain date? What does date mean in writing?
Well, when we write a friendly letter, so we start with the date, and in the date we have to mention the day, the month, and the year. So
Right,
that
great.
could be on the right side of the letter or on the left side of the letter. It depends.
Okay,
So the
fine.
date is the day, month, and the year that the letter is written. So that is one of the part of friendly letter which we mentioned.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Ma'am Shabana Ashraf, if you could just explain greeting, the second part of a friendly letter.
Okay, actually a greeting is a way of saying hello. A comma is always used after the greeting, and the greeting is always capitalized, such as dear mom or dear James. So we can notice that the dear D is capitalized and same mom M is capitalized here.
Okay, great. Yes, Nasib Agha, could you please tell about body of friendly letter?
Yeah, sir. Of course, in body, we share our ideas with our friends. We point out or we discuss our ideas or talks with our friends to whom we are writing to.
Excellent, excellent, great. And Isbadin, could you tell about closing?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir. It is a way to hint the letter. We use
Exactly.
sincerely, your friend, or love. We use those types of friendly words to hint the letter.
And the last question goes again to Hamid. Could you please tell me something about signature? Could you please explain it?
Well, the signature part is the part of the letter where the person is writing a letter to his friend. So in the end of the letter, so he or she has to mention his or her name so that it should be clear that who has written this letter and who is the owner of this letter.
Okay, great. Okay, that's fine. So just we need to keep the comma we have to use. Keep in mind the comma and the capital letters and the name in the last. These. Okay, so now it's pretty clear that there are 5 parts in any friendly letter. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you
Yes,
very
yes.
much. So now this is an example of a friendly letter. The first part is The letter, the first part is the date, which is mentioned here. I will just take my pen and use it. Okay, fine. So this is the first part. Yes, Isbadin. What do we call it?
Yeah.
What do we
Date,
call it?
sir.
Date. Okay. So this kind date is written on the top left side of the letter. Top left side of the letter. And Nasibara,
Yeah.
what do we call this? This part?
This portion is called greeting. It comes on the left side of a letter.
Okay, great. Dear Sally, it is written here, dear Sally, and this
Yeah.
is of course greeting.
And
And
D should be written in capital, and as well as Sally or want to write your pen name. So the first letter should be capital,
okay, well,
following comma.
right. And the first letter, you mean dear? Dear should be capitalized. And what about the name?
Yeah.
So both
Yeah,
should
of course.
be capitalized. Okay. Yes, Ma'am Shabana, if you could just tell about this part of this letter.
Body, it is a body part, and it is very important for us because we can explain each and everything in the body, such as we ask them about what they are doing, and we tell them what we are doing and what is why we write the letter to them. So we explain each and everything in the body.
Okay, great. So I wonder if Nasiba could read it out for us, the body of this example of this letter. Yes, Nasiba, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How was your summer? Mine was great. I got to go to the beach and the mountains. My mom and I can't see that word. What is that?
Okay, I removed it.
Yes, and I went shopping at
Yes.
the mall, and I got a new outfit for the first day of school. I can't wait to see all my friends again. I hope you have a good first day of school.
Okay, right.
Write to me
Soon. Okay, thank you very much, Nasiba. Yes, this is the body. Now just see, come to body. This is the body part. And now here we will just repeat these things, what we do in the body part. Ask them how they are doing, okay? So the first sentence is, how was your summer? Is that fine?
Yeah.
And then tell them how you are doing. Now we tell them about, now here Bertha is writing a letter to Sally. So she is telling Sally about herself. Mine was great. Okay. And tell them about what you want to share with them. Now I got to go to the beach and the mountains. My mom and I went shopping at the mall, and I got a new outfit for the first day of school. I can't wait to see all my friends again. I hope you have a good time first day of school. You have a good first day of school. Write to me soon. This is the third part, which we call body. And then comes the last part, that is closing. Closing, we have read about closing here, that closing, there is a way to end the letter, right? And how do we end the letter? We end the letter with these parts, sincerely, with these words, sorry, sincerely, your friend, love, and you can write other words as well. These are just examples. And then we move towards the last part, that is signature. And now we talked about signature, that signature is the written name of the person who writes the letter. And that, for example, Amanda here, because Bertha is writing the letter, so she has written her own name. We call it signature. Is it okay? Can we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, right. Can I ask you some questions now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, of course.
And you guys may be surprising that you have been asking a lot of questions. Again, you are saying, may I ask question? Okay, right. We now move towards, to whom would you most likely write a friendly letter? Yes, and this question is from Shabana Ashraf. Yes, to whom would you most likely write a friendly letter? Explain your answer. There are two options. Option number A is your principal. Option number 2 is your friend. To whom will,
Your friends.
yes, please.
Your friends.
Okay, your friend. Can we write a friendly letter to principal? Is within.
No,
Yes.
I don't think so. We should not write a friendly letter to our principal.
Good, because principal is not our friend. You mean,
No, actually they are also our friend, but we have a criteria of meeting each and everyone. So friendly letter should must be for the friends only.
okay, right. One thing we need to keep in mind, we are not going to write a friendly letter. Yes, Amit Mehdi, yes, please.
I would like to share a story when I was in Sweden for research work. So I had an opportunity to visit a kindergarten school, right? Where
Yes.
I met with the teachers, with principals. So I found them that the principal and the teachers are very close with the students, like even more than like a friend, right? So they
Yeah.
were very close and all that. So in maybe in their circumstances a principal can be a friend, right? But not in
Yes.
our society where principal has their own status.
Yeah. Okay, but in this case, we don't write such letters to principals or deputy commissioner or any minister or prime minister. This is just friendly letter, and it is a written message to family members and friends. Okay, thank you very much. Let's check the answer. It is B, and the prize goes to Shabana Ashraf. You are right. Okay, right. My next question is from Nasibaga.
Yes, sir.
And the next question is, which is a greeting? How do you know? There are two options. A, dear Jim. B, your friend. Which is greeting?
Dear Jim.
Dear Jim. Okay, that is greeting. How do you know it's greeting?
Because we are taking to our friend, that's why I choose dear Jim.
Okay, so you mean greeting starts with the word D? Dear? Dear?
D, capital, yeah.
Yeah, this is the part where we say hello to our friends or hi to our friends. Okay, fine, that's great. Okay, so right, we move from here and let me check your answer. And Nasib Agha, you are right, and you have won a prize. And soon, inshallah, I'll send that. Okay, fine. So, Isbadin, if you could just
Thank you.
repeat, if you could just repeat, what is a friendly letter? Isbadin.
A friendly, yeah, it's a written message to the friends that we write to our friends.
Okay, Hamid Mehdi. Hamid Mehdi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, right. So how many parts are there in a friendly letter?
Well, there are 5 parts.
Could you please name them?
Yeah, the date,
Okay.
the greeting,
Okay.
the body,
Uh-huh.
the closing,
Okay.
and last but not the least, the signature.
Okay, great. You are so enthusiastic and energetic. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now you guys are going to do one work. Hats off to you too. You are going to do some work, and the work is very simple. You are going to write a letter to your parents, but before we move to writing a letter, we will just see how we write the date. So this is an example, and this example starts from this area. We will just write an example here. We will see which part comes at, sorry, I have crossed the border, but Alhamdulillah, I came back in the border. Okay, right. So now this is the first part, July 7, then comma, then year, month, day, and year. You can write differently. Whatever is usually written in your area, you can use that. Then is the greeting, dear mom and dad. Then is the body. I'm having so much fun at camp. We go hiking every day. I sleep in a teepee. This is the body, whatever is written. We move towards the closing, love, and the signature, the person who is writing this letter. This is an example, another one. So now you guys are going to write a letter. And the first part is answer will vary. Could you please, Shabana Ashraf, if you could tell any date in the date area, but not the date which was mentioned here. You can use a different date.
Okay. 9th August 2K18.
Okay, well done. And
Sorry, August 9, comma 2K18.
okay, that's brilliant. The answers will vary. Everybody can give a different answer. Dear mom and dad. Okay, right. Answer will vary. Yes, Nasim Agha, could you please say a few sentences about the greeting? You are writing this friendly letter to your mom and dad, to your parents.
Yeah, of course, sir.
Yes.
Should I start from anywhere or just?
Yes, yes. Just say some sentences. Ask your mom how they are doing, how she's doing, and your dad as well. And then tell something about you. How you are
Fine,
doing.
sir. Hello, mom. I am very fine here in Islamabad. I enjoy my trip and I went to Monal, and I feel that you people will also be fine, and I miss too.
Great. That's great. Yes, Ma'am Shabana Ashraf, if you could add few sentences here in the grid, in the body part. So we welcome Kishore Masood. You are welcome. She's from Sakar. Welcome, ma'am. Good to see you here.
मुझे कह रहे आवाज भेजो आवाज हल्की करना मैंने को कहूं आवाज हल्की नहीं नहीं ओ भाई नहीं वो पागल
Okay, yes, ma'am Shabana Ashraf, if you could add few sentences here in the body of this letter you are writing to your parents.
Dear parents, hope you are fine. I am here at Balochistan and working in a school as a principal. So I hope you are happy to listen that I'm working for the people who are very enthusiastic to learn, and I'm also very happy here. I hope you are doing your work very well, and inshallah soon I will come to meet you.
Okay, that's great. Yes, Hizbuddin, could you please just write a signature?
Yeah, yeah.
Could you please write a word
About signature, sir.
Could you write a word for
About
closing?
signature, sir.
Pardon me, please.
What, sir, for signal here is what you have mean?
Okay, my question is,
What you have said, sir.
could you please give
What you have said, sir. Repeat
could
it
you-
again.
could you please give it a closing word?
Yeah. The love. love you.
Okay, right. That's great.
Sir, your sincerely as well. Your sincerely as well.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
use it.
great. Yes, yes. We can use any word, any closing word, love, sincerely, or any other word, your friend. Okay, and the last part is the signature part. Kishore Masood has joined us. So, Kishore, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good to hear from you. I'm fine, and Alhamdulillah. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Kishore, can you hear me? Yes, we welcome Imran as okay. She has, I think, some problem with mic and speaker. Yes, Amit Mehdi, if you could give a signature here.
Now I could mention my name. It's Hamid, your son.
Okay, that's brilliant.
If my letter is to my mother and father.
That's great. Okay, good to see you guys. We have Imran with us. He has joined. It's great. Okay, so this was a lesson about a friendly letter, and we have used the platform of ejussery.com. You can find there ready-made lessons, a lot of lessons, more than 1,500 lessons for teachers across the globe. Very easy job. You can use them anytime. Just give your topic and just write down the name of the topic you are looking for, especially in mathematics, in English, and in science. And you can use any lesson. So this is also from Ejussery, writing a letter. So we would go to the closing. I would just request Nasib Agha to define a friendly letter.
A friendly letter is a written message to a friend or a family member.
Great. Hizbuddin, how many parts does a friendly letter have?
Sir, friendly letter have 5 parts.
Could you please name the first part?
Yeah, the first part is the date, sir.
Okay, Ma'am Shabana Ashraf, could you name the second and the third part?
The second part is body, and the third one is greeting. Closing.
No, I'm sorry. The second is greeting, fine. But what is the third one?
Third one is body.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Kishore, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes, yes, we can definitely hear you. Thank you for joining us. Could you please tell me the fourth part of a friendly letter? What is it called? You can see from here.
Yeah, I think number one is write the date and greeting.
Okay.
Then second one is write the body.
Okay.
Is it true?
Yes, yes, it is definitely true. You are a great teacher.
Let me read the next one. That is ask them how they are doing. Then tell them how you are doing. Then tell them about what you want to share with them.
Oh, yeah, that is the
Then
explanation.
write the closing and sign your name.
Okay, right. Yes, yes, definitely. Okay, so we will just move to another part. Okay. Writing a friendly letter will help you share things with your friends and family. You can write a letter to your parents or friends from
Sir, sorry for disturbing you. Recently I came. Can it be revised once? Sorry for that.
No, it's fine. I'm pleased to hear from you.
Okay, sir, continue. We will hear from here.
Okay, thank you. Could you please name yourself?
Abdullah.
Oh, Abedullah, it's great to see you. Okay, of course,
Yeah, thank you.
we will move back towards the first parts, and I would request one of our fellows to just revise them. Okay, Abedullah, we are working on a friendly letter today. A friendly letter has 5
Okay.
parts. We'll just move to the beginning. Okay, fine. This is a friendly letter is our written message to a friend or a family member. Can you see the definition? Abed?
Yeah, I can see, sir. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
This is the definition of a friendly letter, right? Then we
Yes,
said
it's there.
we say a friendly letter has 5 parts. Is this okay?
Yes, yes. I can listen.
Okay, right. And now I would request our friends to just explain the first part, date. Hamid Mehdi, over to you, please.
Thank you very much. As you mentioned that the friendly letter has 5 parts. The first part states the date.
Okay.
That stands for day, for month, and for year. So
And
the format could be different. It depends, but that is the first part.
okay, good. We can write like this. Thank you. Nasib Agha, could you please tell something about the second part?
Second part is greeting. If I write dear Jim, so dear first letter should be capital, and as well as Jim, the J should be capital and following comma.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. The third part is the body, but I have to erase this writing. Okay. Okay, good. It is removed. Okay, yes. Hizbuddin, could you please explain the body part of a friendly letter?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure. The body part of letter is a part of the letter that what we share to the friends, what we want to share them. We write here to our friend what we want to share to write them.
Okay, great.
So it's a body part.
Okay, and ma'am Shabana Ashraf, if you could just tell something about the closing part of a friendly letter.
Closing is the fourth part of the letter. The closing is the way to end the letter, and there is a comma after the end of closing, and only the first word in the closing is capitalized, such as sincerely, your friends, love, salam, and we write the first letter of it capitalized.
Thank you very much. And Nasib Agha, again, if you could tell about the last part, the signature.
Yeah, the last part is signature where a person write a letter to his friend. That a person who is writing to his friend, he should write his name in the end of a friendly letter.
Okay, good. So, Abid, is it clear somehow?
Yes, sir. It is completely clear. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Imran, can you hear me? Imran, can you hear me?
I think he is trying, sir, but he can't join, sir. There is mistake in password.
Oh, right. Okay, right. So there is one example of this lesson, friendly letter. This is the first part, is the date, July 7th, then comma, then 2015. For example, you are writing to your parents, because a friendly letter is always a written message to friends or family members, not to other people like minister. You are writing to DC or AC. It is not that sort of letter. So this is a letter for friends and family members. And then come, this is the first part is date. The second is, this is date. This is example of greeting. And this is This is greeting, and now we move towards the body. This is body of the letter. This is closing, and this is the signature. I think it is more clearer now. Abid. Okay, if you could you please unmute your mic. I think it is fine now. Can you hear me? Whose mic is that? Could you please unmute? Abid, that's not mic 3.
Sir,
That's not mic.
what he is saying?
That's a Jurmana.
Yeah, sir. My mic was the class.
Okay, right. So there is somebody speaking informal language.
Yes.
Okay,
Jurmana
right.
su.
Maybe from Sanaula side. Okay, right. That's great. So this was this is our topic, and there you can use Ijusiri. There are again some examples. You can write them. You can see them. But one thing else I would like to share with you. Okay, good. This is ijusiri.com. And there are lessons. You can have 1 month free trial if you guys would like to be part of Ijusiri, or if you guys would like to use Ijusiri lessons. There are more than 1,500 lessons, and you can also download some handouts for students. They are downloadable. You can use them for a written work in class, or you can also use with for you. You can keep them with you as well. So any question about our today's lesson?
No, sir. We enjoyed a lot. We learned a friendly letter. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
thank
much,
you
sir.
for
Thank
your time. Thank you for being with me, for being with Ijusiri.